Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Hey girl, hey podcast
Hello.
on Urban Media. Today's special guest, Jessica Gurley. If you did not hear the first 15, you missed the fact that we were talking about bees with
The honeybees.
honeybees, licensed social
Mhm.
worker, therapist, and mental health consultant, Jessica Gurley. I don't know if you heard Bo in the background. He did make his presence known. So we
Oh,
understood.
but
It is time for They Said, and we're reading fan mail. We get excited about this because we've been receiving some really crazy emails these past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Jessica, this is
Thank you.
funny. You may have to use a therapy session on this email.
okay, I'm ready.
This might be a free therapy session for you. If you have something that you want us to address, you want to read, don't worry about if it sounds crazy. That's okay. Just
Yeah.
send the
Don't
emails to
care.
the heygirlheypodcast@gmail.com and we'll be sure to get it on. So here's the email.
Got it.
I feel my former friend betrayed me by dating my brother when he was locked up and then marrying him. I told them both not to get married because I know my brother and my loyalty is always to family. I saw a
Mhm.
side of her I never thought I'd see and couldn't imagine seeing because I thought since we were friends, it would be different. Now,
Mhm.
after cheating, manipulation, arguing back and forth, he finally left, but she won't divorce him. He has signed the papers, but she won't divorce him. I cannot speak to her anymore. We've been friends for years. Um, and she put on the side, they have no kids together. They've only been married for a year. They've been dating for 3. Am I wrong?
Mm. See, this is why
I feel for her.
family and
I definitely
relationships
can
like
feel
they
for her.
don't mix. Like, let me just give you a background story really quick.
Oh,
So a few years
Jerry.
ago,
Look,
okay, so no, so a few years
Where is
ago,
my wine? Hold on.
Oh, nobody told me we can have wine. Nobody
here,
told me.
girl.
oh
Where you
yeah, we
cut? Where
can
you
have the
cut? Where you cut?
wine. We be drinking on
Pour
this
a little,
show.
pour a little bit in here,
Pour
Keith.
it.
Here
Pour a
you
little
go.
bit in there. Thank you. Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead,
It's okay.
Jerry.
I'll
So
remember next time.
yes, next time bring it. So there was a time where my cousin was staying with us for about maybe 4 or 5 months or whatever, and he was around like my friends all the time. Now my cousin is very handsome, like attractive guy,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very likable. Like everyone likes him. He's very funny. He's cool. He's laid back. Whatever. He
Mhm.
caught the eye of one of my best friends, and I had from the jump had said, you know, my cousin is just here. He's hanging out with me. We're hanging out as friends, like all of us together. Everything was together was cool. So one of my friends had liked it. I kind of played it off. I didn't really. I was like, oh, whatever. And the one day we were over our other friend's house, and we one of my godson had found out that they were kissing on the porch, and I was just like, what? You know
It
what
was
I mean?
like,
And
ooh, they was kissing.
and that's exactly what he said. He was like, oh, they're kissing. I swear to you, those were his exact words. So me and my other friend was like, what? And then they did it again. So I was like, I felt weird about it. So I'm like, this is my best friend, this is my cousin. So
Mhm.
days went by, and she was telling me how she felt, and I'm just like, this ain't gonna work because you're my best friend and this is my cousin, and automatically I'm put in the middle. So if for some reason he was wrong, I would feel bad not taking his side because he's my family. That's where my loyalty lies.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you're my best friend too. So I shut that down completely, and they
Mhm.
understood it. So in this case, where it's the sister and was the sister and messing with her friend's brother, is that what it was?
Brother. Is it brother?
Yeah. His
Yeah.
sister and her friend. Well,
Okay.
her brother and her friend.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I completely get it.
I
It
do
just it
too.
causes so much confusion, and you're in the middle automatically, even if you're not trying to be there. I
Mhm.
was in that space for that little bit of time, so I could imagine with them being married and going, trying to go through a divorce, and all the stuff that's happened in between. So I
Mhm.
coming from me being on the other side, like I know how she feels
Yeah.
exactly. So she's valid for having those feelings, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that some people, there's a bunch of guys in this world, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of them.
Mhm.
And it's like, why did you have to choose my brother? You know what I'm
Because he
saying?
was
Like,
cute.
He was
I'm
cute,
getting-
though.
But there's
He was
other cute
cute.
guys too. He ain't the only cute one. And that's what I said
Yeah,
to my
but
friend. I said, my
it's
But
about
that's what he
timing.
cute right
Small
now,
world.
and
It's a
girlfriend
small
got
world.
needs, and he was, glistening. He was
But I'm like,
sweating
dang,
and
my
glistening
brother,
or
like
whatever.
that shit's weird, you
How
know.
much was he
so-
sweating? He was in jail for 3 years. Like,
I'm
I
sure
don't-
he was. I'm sure he was sweating. He
I don't
was
know.
in jail. He was-
she was like,
I'm
he
sure-
was glistening. I
Well,
don't want to
they
hear
send
all
them-
that.
they
My
send
boo's
them-
in jail.
They send those jail
Right.
pictures, and they got them white tees
And
with
they
them,
look-
Yeah.
with them
and they be
either
looking
burgundy,
nice and bulky.
burgundy jumpsuits or the striped jumpsuits or the orange
Mhm.
jumpsuits.
Muscles busting
Orange
out.
muscles
You know what I'm saying?
busted out. Yeah.
Chest all out. You know they.
What
Then
should
they
she
come-
do? Is
They
she
come
wrong?
home and don't do any exercise.
I don't think so.
How you do that?
You said
You
they come out
exercise
and
for
exercise.
3 years. You get home for 3 weeks. You don't lift a weight.
You
Oh,
don't.
That's because
my
you
God.
have other things to do. You don't have nothing to do in jail. Let me go work out.
And you
I
ain't gonna
just
walk
worked out. Let me go work out again. You can work out for 20
Let me
hours
do
in a
this
day.
one more time.
Yes.
Right.
What you
You
got,
don't want to
Jessica?
go
Was she
walking. You
wrong?
won't do nothing.
I don't think you're wrong. Like Jared said, you can feel however way you want to feel, but I think we gotta stop being so territorial. Like,
Mm.
that person belong to God. Brother.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Oh,
No, we
Lord.
can't hear you. Oh no, what happened?
She's about to bring the word, too.
I know, Jess.
No, get out the mic, Satan. Get out the mic, Satan.
Get out of here, Jessica. No.
Well, what were you going to say while she works on her sound? What were you going to say, LaShawn?
Well, I
You're
agree
on
with-
mute.
Who's on mute?
Mm-mm.
Me?
No.
No. Keep working on it. Go ahead, LaShawn.
Oh. All right. So I agree with what she was saying, and I kind of read her lips on the other part of it. So I do agree with that as well. But when it comes to relationships and things like that, especially with family members, like I know my brother, but I don't know him to date him. So when my friends be like, what about your brother? Well, he's my brother. I don't date him.
Mhm.
People are totally different in relationships. So you never know. So that whole thing, I'm like, you got to deal with it. You get what you get in that relationship. Don't come to me with any of that. And I know we've been friends for a
Right.
long time.
Exactly.
We've been
That's
friends.
where I'm at.
But whenever you have established and you said, this is what it is, and leave it like that, I can't.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not
I agree.
condoning. I don't condone bad behavior, even if it comes from my brother. I don't
Right.
condone
But if
it.
you know your
With
brother
anybody.
is a dog, if you know your brother's a dog and this is
Yep.
your friend, you're going to be like, girl, first of all, your friend should know.
Your friend should know.
Right.
Your friend
'Cause
should
she's
know.
been, how long y'all been best friends, you know?
Right.
So she knows the stuff so you got into that and you knew that he was
And
going to
you
do
know.
these things. So
Right.
what am I going to tell you now that you're in this relationship? Okay, I'm going to be that shoulder to cry on, but sis, I'm not going to him and talking to him about your relationship
Mhm.
because I don't get into my brother's business.
Mhm.
And neither do I get into that kind of business with my girlfriends and the people that they choose. I don't even
Right.
get into their business.
Right.
So, we can be cool or and like all friendships and all things in life. The one thing that is certain, you with us?
She's
Yeah.
back.
Yay!
Wait, can we hear you? Mic check.
You hear me?
Okay,
Yes.
we got
We
you.
got you now.
I look like a whole nother person.
No.
Uh-oh.
Let me get off of here.
Oh, yeah, because you got the other one, too, so it's getting feedback.
Trust me, girl, I'm so zoomed out. I'm so tired of Zoom.
Take
Yeah.
yourself off that other one. There you go. So,
There you go.
yeah, that's the whole thing. So, if my friend is going to be my friend, like any relationship that she's ever gotten into, any of my friends have ever gotten, I'm there for you, but I'm not, we're not going to do this thing. I don't go after any of my friends' boyfriends or nothing. They go
Yeah,
through it.
right.
I'm there for them. My brother gets in a relationship with whoever, he gets out of it, he's cool.
Mhm.
The whole married thing with my brother, when he was married, my sister-in-law, we are still close to this day. And my brother has done some things and I'm like, dude, that ain't right.
Yeah.
But she decided to stick with him. Me and her are still close.
Yeah.
But see, that is so awkward.
Yeah.
Can't
it is.
continue a friendship because we have family gatherings, and if my brothers, I have 3 brothers. If my brothers find well, one of them is married, but if they find somebody outside of the person that they were with, this is the subject that we're talking about, and they bring their newbie to the family dinner, and you're invited because you're a friend of the family because you and I are friends. Like, it's just awkward. It's just the awkward.
Oh,
So
no.
do you end the friendship?
Right.
Like, and I don't
I'm
know,
not
Jessica, that's
inviting
what you
her.
were saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not inviting her to my family thing. I'm not my now this is just one thing, and then Jessica, I'm gonna let you say your part. My cousin, his ex-wife is cool with me. We're cool. But I had to let her, and my cousin has gotten married
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
I had to let her know when there's functions at my house, my cousin and his wife are welcome.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I will not be extending that invitation to her because it's going to make her uncomfortable and my cousin uncomfortable.
Right.
So
And
if
you.
it's, yeah, and it's a family gathering.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And although she's family by marriage and her kids are family by blood, the children can come, but I'm not going to have her because they're
Do you
not
have
in that
conversation then? You say, okay, so we have this
situation. Oh yeah,
event, and it
Mhm.
yeah, I'm that chick. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna have that conversation with you, like, because you're gonna get mad once you see the pictures posted, all the family was together, and you weren't there. That's because he was there, and I'm
Right.
not making him feel uncomfortable because he is my family.
Okay.
Right.
We have 3 minutes. Jessica, what you got? Was she
No,
wrong?
I was just saying, like, we could be very territorial, and I think, we gotta let adults make their decisions. I heard a lot of, it makes me feel uncomfortable, it makes me feel awkward, and that's your feelings. You gotta be responsible for your feelings. And I understand those people might call you and put you in the middle, but sometimes when we try to keep people apart, it just brings them together. So I feel like sometimes people just gotta learn their lessons. So I don't think they're wrong for getting together. It's not like they're actually family getting together. I think there should be just a discussion, and if the friend is uncomfortable with it, she has every right to say, well, don't bring any drama about that relationship to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. But I think sometimes we can be a little territorial with people, and it's just like,
should she not be her friend anymore though?
no, I think they still should be friends. If that's what it takes to break up a friendship, then that wasn't a friendship to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Maybe the season was over.
Yeah.
And people are in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And so
Yeah.
you rate it that way. And, like you said, I guess that makes sense. And this kind of relates to a situation that I'm personally experienced that. And it is hard, especially if you have been friends with someone for a long period of time. Breaking up or breaking that friendship is kind of like a relationship. It's like trying to find a new hairstylist. Like, it's terrible. I didn't want to compare it. But when you have to find another hairstylist, that joint hit.
Yeah.
That joint hit. You be feeling like you cheating and comparing them. And it's just, it's
especially
not
if they
same.
mess up your hair and you got to go back to your other
and then they guilt you over it. I know we done flew
No,
all the way left on that comparison. But so, you know what? I guess to the person that wrote the email, maybe have a conversation with a friend and just kind of figure out where you are with the friendship. Let them know how you feel. Be honest up front. I mean, I'm not the professional. So Jessica, is that correct to advise her?
Yeah, expectations is a big thing in any type of relationship. Putting your expectations out there is really important because sometimes we want people to mind read, and you can't expect people to read their mind. So just put it all on the table and see how it goes.
Makes sense. So in the second half, we're going to go 30 full minutes because we have a lot to cover, talking about mental illness as it relates to a couple of our favorite celebrities. Somebody's favorite celebrity, Tamar Braxton, Nick Cannon, and Kanye West. Not the Kanye West today, like Kanye West from like College Dropout.
Yeah.
Kanye.
Yeah.
This Kanye, I don't know, but we're going to get into that. And then hear from Jessica Gurley, who is a licensed social worker, therapist, and mental health consultant, and just see as far as mental health and bipolar disorder, how it relates to these cases, and how us as a community can stop kind of pushing it away and be more involved, because it does hit close to home. It's not just celebrities that's going through these things. These
Right.
things happen in our own homes and in our own families. So we'll talk more about that. Mental illness ain't funny. Coming up next, it's the Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban Media Today. Hold on.